Fellow Toastmasters and guests, and Clay. I asked Clay what he would like for me to evaluate him on, and Clay asked me to evaluate him on facial expressions and hand motions. Clay, early. I saw your icebreaker speech and I was like, early. Come on now, we are way past hand motions and facial expressions, people. So I did, of course, evaluate you on those, but early. Clay is so past those things. So I would like to go much deeper than that because you're such an established speaker already. Now, I know this is speech 2 for Clay, but he's such a good speaker that, of course, his facial expressions and hand motions are so good. But people, am I right about Clay? He's really good. So we're taking off the kid gloves past hand motions and facial expressions. So let me tell you all of the things Clay did right. Clay was so engaging right from the beginning. He talked about having a 3-year-old, so that immediately helped us to connect to him. Immediately started asking us questions, which is so engaging. A lot of people just start off with the book they're reading, which is like, oh man, are we getting a book report? Ugh. So by talking about his child, that helps us to engage with him. And then he starts talking about a book that he's reading and he links those together. He addresses the audience equally. A lot of people have a favorite side. So they're talking about this part of the audience and like, who cares about these people, right? But he addresses the audience equally and engages everybody. And he even, of course, gets rid of the podium. Speech 2, he's getting rid of the podium. What's up with that? Like tosses it aside and he's feeding into the audience, which engages all of us so well. The pacing was very even, not rushed. And when people are nervous, they tend to rush the speech. Speech 2, he's already doing this. Very well done. When he was thinking, there's parts where he's like, oh, I got to think about this. And he didn't panic. People tend to panic when they have to think. Body language was really well done about the branches and the roots. And it wasn't overdone because people sometimes get really small or they get so old and get too much with the branches and too much with the roots. So I thought it was really well done, Clay. Nicely done here. You wove your title into the speech. About 3/4 of the way in, would you rather? I'm like, nice touch, weaving everything together. And your speed overall was well done. This is not speech. I know this is speech 2, but you're such an accomplished speaker. So I'm just gonna take off the kid gloves here. And this is tiny little cherry picking because I had to work really hard. Some of your facial expressions didn't match. You have your eyebrows up a lot. You're like, I'm like, like, yeah. So this is tiny little things. So go back and look at your speech with the sound off and see how much your eyebrows are up because it gives this feeling of anticipation and maybe you weren't meaning to do that. These are tiny little things. And sometimes you're just pacing back and forth. And I want your body language to be more deliberate. Like I'm talking to you guys, I'm talking to you guys. And sometimes when you were thinking, you're looking upward, which is like, hey, everybody, I'm thinking. So I want it to be more like just pause when you're thinking. Do you see how I have to really cherry pick this guy? I'm sorry. It's too hard for me. That's it for Clay. Clay, I was so excited for speech 3. Thank you.